Hello Star Wars fans and toy fanatics, Steve back here with you, my friends, and thank you as always so much for hanging out with me as we take a look at some more Star Wars action figure goodness. Now as for today's video guys, I'm going to take a closer look at the new Han Solo and Stormtrooper disguise, a brand new figure from the Star Wars Black Series 6-inch line. Now, I do use that phrase brand new figure here quite loosely, my friends, because quite honestly, this guy is a combination of two previously released Hasbro figures we've gotten already. Of course, we're getting the same Han Solo head sculpt from the earlier Han Solo figure, with slight paint application differences. And we're getting the very cool Stormtrooper body mold, which is a great sculpt in my personal opinion. And it looks like Hasbro will continue to milk the Stormtrooper mold, as we will be receiving a Luke Skywalker in Stormtrooper gear coming very soon. Quite honestly, guys, the only thing new we're getting here is the removable Stormtrooper helmet. Other than that, it's pretty much a combination of those two earlier figures, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Before we get into the figure itself, let's go and take a look at the box. It comes in really quick. This is number 9 in the series here. You do have the Star Wars logo on bottom, Hasbro logos on bottom as well. You do get a new shot or portrait of Han Solo right on top. And we'll take a look at the back of the box really quick here, and we do get a nice shot from episode 4 and a little bit of the text if you'd like to pause and read that. As far as the figure itself is concerned, you know, it's not a bad figure. It's actually a very nice figure. Again, but you know, it's not really nothing that much new here. Again, only thing really new we're getting is removable Stormtrooper helmet, which is actually done very nicely. Now, as far as the head sculpt is concerned, again, it is the same Han Solo head sculpt. The only difference that I can tell is slight paint application differences between this one and the older one. You know, the older one is right here on the back here. You can actually see that the skin texture is probably a little bit more tanner in the older version, and you do get a little bit more paint hair highlights and textures as far as the older version is concerned. But it looks like pretty much, to me anyway, the same exact mold, which is not a bad thing. I think the mold itself is actually a pretty good likeness to Harrison Ford in my personal opinion. You also do get a little neck piece here to help cover up the ball joint, which is very, very cool. Also, the body itself is actually the same exact Stormtrooper mold here, which is again not a bad thing because it is a fantastic mold. You're getting exact same thing as far as I can tell anyway. Of course, you do have the workable holster as well, but the mold itself is pretty much exactly the same. As far as articulation is concerned, guys, you do have the ball hinged head here. Ball joints on the arms with the upper swivel above the bicep. Double joints on the elbows there. You do have a ball joint and swivel on the wrists, I should say. And ball joint on the waist there up the torso. Ball joints on the legs and with the upper swivel thigh, of course. Double joints on the knees, and of course the rocker joints on the ankles. So a very well articulated figure. One thing I might add, you do get a slight paint application on the blaster rifle there, which is a very nice touch. Again, pretty much a simple mold, but very, very cool looking blaster in my personal opinion. And it does fit in the holster very nicely. You also do get the removable Stormtrooper helmet, which actually is done very nicely as well. You get some nice detail. Paint applications seem to be pretty spot on for the most part. And it actually looks very nice on the figure as well. And it is ever so slightly larger than the normal Stormtrooper helmet, but I guess it has to be to accommodate the head sculpt on the inside. But it actually looks pretty good. I'll slip that right on there. And the proportions seem pretty spot on. It doesn't look really too big, in my personal opinion. But it is, again, a little bit larger than the normal Stormtrooper helmet, which we're going to get compared here for you. But, you know, again, for the most part, it looks actually pretty good in my personal opinion. So thank you so much for joining me today, my friends. Stay tuned. I will be doing Boss Care very, very soon, hopefully today. And a whole slew of other Rebels figures still yet to come. So as always, I thank you so much for watching today. And I will be back very soon with some more Star Wars action figure reviews, my friends. So until next time, thank you so much. Have a great day. And as always, my friends, happy hunting.